all my fight fans? So this Saturday night, we got ourselves a UFC fight night. We got ourselves Sean Strickland versus Abbas Magomedov. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Definitely a mouthful there. But what I want to ask you guys is, does Sean Strickland have a chance if he does win? And if he does win by spectacular fashion, can he get a shot at Israel Adesanya? Because we all know Israel Adesanya definitely cleared out the division. He fought all these guys plus twice over. So now, with no real solid number one contender, even though I know July 8th is coming up, and that is International Fight Week. And on that fight week, we got DDP versus Robert Whittaker. Now, there's been a lot of heat going back and forth with DDP and Israel Adesanya. Dracus Duplessis, for you guys don't know. There's been a lot of heat exchanged with Izzy and him, Izzy and DDP, with this whole South Africa and Africa thing going on. Not going into too much details with that, but we know and we have heard that Dana White may have said that those could be the number one contender, those two fighters, possibly. But I personally feel like if Robert Whittaker barely wins and doesn't look super impressive, do we necessarily want to see a third fight between Robert Whittaker and Israel Adesanya? And on the other hand, if you got Sean Strickland who wins and looks amazing and looks phenomenal, and we know there was a little heat exchange last year when Robert Whittaker and Jared Cannonier went toe-to-toe with each other. They, at the press conference at last year's International Fight Week, they kind of exchanged words a little bit and whatnot, and they built up their little momentum and their little fight thing going on. And now you got fresh blood. You got DDP, who could potentially be a fresh blood, but he has a difficult target going through Robert Whittaker. Then you got Sean Strickland, who is somewhat of a seller himself and definitely a fan favorite. And now fresh meat for Israel Adesanya. So I ask you guys, who do you think is going to get that title shot in September? Because they are going back to Australia, where Israel Adesanya likes to fight at. And this could be a potential rematch with Robert Whittaker, or potential new blood with some bad blood with DDP, or even Sean Strickland. I believe Sean Strickland really needs to make a strong case this fight Saturday night. He really needs to get in there, and he really needs to mix things up, and he really needs to look extremely good to pass DDP or Robert Whittaker. My personal opinion is if DDP wins, he's 100% in. They already been building this fight up 100%. Now, if Robert Whittaker wins by extraordinary fashion and looks great and looks amazing, possibly going to give it to him. But if Sean Strickland just so happens to look way better, I do strongly believe they are going to give it to Sean Strickland. So guys, let me know in the comments of what you think on who is going to be next for Israel Adesanya for the middleweight title in Australia. Let me know, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.